We are back, and I'm sitting here with the sisters. Not real nuns.
No.
No. But this is Lisa and Kira, and you guys are in the new Nunsense show.
Yes.
This sounds like so much fun.
It's a hoot.
I'm sure. Well, it's kind of, well, one of our folks back here was like, what is this show about? Is it like Sister Act? And I was like, no, I think this one's funnier. Because it's a comedy, it's a musical, it's everything, right? Give us a quick overview of what the show is.
So basically, I mean, this is the second biggest running off-Broadway show after Cats in the country. And it was written...
This is bigger than Rent, it's bigger than all of those.
I mean, Rent was actually on Broadway, so this is like the second off-Broadway,
okay.
But it's up there.
Okay.
It's absolutely up there. Yeah, I mean, what's great about this show is that it's diverse in the sense that it's based off of a writer who grew up in the Catholic school, and he met some amazing nuns that really inspired him. And these are women that are based off of nuns that he knew, but they're goofy and magical.
They're not the mean nuns that you like see in like the Blues Brothers.
Inspiring and fun and goofy, and you know, one wants to be a ballerina secretly. That's my character, and Sister Hubert, who's played by Lisa, and she's from Jersey, and
lovely.
Got an edge, and there's a lot of vaudeville in it, a lot of comedy and playoff, and very interactive. It's really fun.
And it's a musical, so you guys get to sing.
Yes.
Did you have to sing in a Jersey accent then?
Yeah, and tap dance. It's not easy to tap dance in Jersey, but you know what? I make it happen.
I love that. So how do you put that accent on? How do you learn that?
You know what? I'm copying De Niro. I watched a lot of films, and I thought,
You're talking to me?
If De Niro was like a nun, this is what he sounds like.
De Niro.
I think there's also like dialects that just kind of come easily, and so luckily that one came really easily to me. So,
That's good.
Yeah.
That's cool. Would you do other accents?
I do. You know, everyone can always do Mary Poppins.
Ew, lovely.
Everyone can do
love that.
lovely, but you know, I think Jersey is a little bit more fun for a nun.
Right, no doubt.
Way better.
Yeah.
No doubt. No doubt. So when this show came along, were you guys like, finally, we get to do Nunsense in Albuquerque? Was that kind of the...
She didn't know the show. I knew the show because I have a history of Broadway background in my family, and I was really excited.
A longtime fan.
Oh, yeah, I mean, the show's great, and I don't necessarily have a specific religion, and my grandmother's Catholic, but I really value what she believes and respected her, and being from both spectrums, understanding the Catholic religion, but also having my own beliefs, this show meets perfectly in the middle for those who are religious and those who aren't, because it's all accepting, and it's just a fun time. And you can bring your kids, you can bring your grandma, you can bring anyone except your dog, but other than that, you're good.
Well, I would bring my dog, but she just get hair all over everything anyway, you know.
Exactly.
And when you're wearing the nun's habits, you can't afford dog hair, right? It's just because that's a lot lot of fabric to use a lint
and
roller on.
it gets hot when we
I was going to ask.
We're singing, we're dancing. I mean, it's dancing nuns. It's full on.
So what do you guys, what's your favorite song in the show? What do you like to sing? What's the coolest one?
I think the final song for me is the best one, but you know, I like that each song has its own style and genre. So the musical overall offers so many tastes of music that you don't get sick of one sound.
Oh, good.
Which is really great.
Yeah, that's one of the things. Like, I like musicals, but they're like in Cats, it's like you're like bombarded with this operatic stuff for like 2 hours, you know?
And Cats is like it's based off of poetry.
Right.
This one's very story driven. And the whole plot is that these nuns, a couple of them accidentally got poisoned by the chef nun.
Oh no.
And they have the rest of the nuns who are out playing bingo have to finish burying their sisters. And to be able to afford to bury them, they put on a variety show.
Oh wow.
So that's the premise. It's these nuns who are trying to perform. Of course, we're all professional actors, so we put on a better performance than maybe nuns who've never done musical theater would have.
Right.
But
there's a fun cast in this too. I mean, it's a large show, right?
it's small. It's
Is it?
about
Okay.
it's large in its heart. We have 5 nuns. And all women and incredible singers and actors and dancers, and it's been a pleasure. The heart and the sisterness, we've definitely all bonded deeply. It's
Very
really
cool.
lovely. We love this show.
Very cool. So how did you guys get into acting? How did you start doing this and decide you wanted to be an actress and singer? And
I actually started out at the age of 8 with Albuquerque Children's Theater, which is one of the
They're still
oldest
around,
children's
yeah.
theaters in New Mexico. And so I think it's so important for children to get into children's theater early, which is why we're also very excited to be at Oxdog, because we're going to be starting children's theater at Oxdog. And it's so important to expose your children to arts because it can shape a life. And it did for me. I went on and got my degree from UNM in children's theater education, and so it's grown with me, which is wonderful. But we're excited about Oxdog and getting the kids in New Mexico involved.
Yeah, was this going to be in the black box part of it? Is it at Oxdog? Is that how it's still set up?
So it's like a little black box. It's a thrust theater, so it's only one-sided with audience and facing. And they have a wonderful extra rehearsal space, beautiful wood floor, so there's a lot of room for kids, and we're very excited.
I love it.
It'll be on the website soon if you're interested.
I love it. I love it.
Check
And
it
then
out.
I hear that you guys are going to sing a little bit for us today. Yes, some a cappella. I love this when we have theater Thursdays and when our friends from Nunsense come in and do things like live performances. Why don't you guys, we got a little spot over here set up.
Awesome.
This is wonderful.
Thank you.
And which song is this, guys?
So this is called The Biggest Ain't the Best, and I am the novice who hasn't married into the nunnery yet. And she is mistress of the novices, Sister Hubert, and I want to be a ballerina, so I'm a little bit confused about my goals, and she helps redirect me in this song. Okay. But when I joined the convent, I plan to dedicate my life to God through the dance. If I can't wear a tutu, I'll never become a nun ballerina.
Sister, have you forgotten about humility? I've always taught the novices that God is on their side when they're looking for the strength to avoid the sin of pride.
I know that being humble is a virtue we hold dear, but how can I be humble and advance in my career?
Sister Leo, have you forgotten your vocation is your career? Will you excuse me for a moment? I think we need to talk about this before this goes much further. You see, I wanted to be a nun ever since I was a little girl. My dream was to enter the convent, work my way up in position, and turn the Little Sisters of Hoboken into the Big Sisters of Newark. Well, my first lesson upon entering the convent is one does not strive for position, just perfection. Besides, she who exalts herself shall be humbled, and she who humbles herself shall be exalted. Reverend Mother is the boss, and so I must obey. But as mistress of the novices, I shine in my own way.
You mean if I'm really humble, I could have a shot at a bit of exaltation with my simple lot?
You got it, kid. The biggest ain't the best. Very often we're impressed by a tiny diamond chip that seems to outshine all the rest. So pay attention now. Here's what you must do. Don't demand the spotlight. Let the spotlight come to you.
I think I'm beginning to see the light.
Remember Sister Hilda, whose endowment was so great.
When she put on her collar, it stood out like a plate.
Well, one day when the bishop came, she went to the door. She knelt to kiss his ring, and she fell flat out on the floor and proved the biggest ain't the best, as the bishop will attest. The Lord tells us the least are often those that are the blessed. So let that be a lesson to you. Try to understand. The people with the biggest drums don't always lead the band. Oh, the biggest ain't the best. Very often we're impressed by a tiny diamond chip that seems to outshine all the rest. So do what you do well.
I know I'll be fine.
Just remember to be humble as we proudly go. And smile, baby.
Sparkle, Neely.
Sing out, Louise, and shine.
Woo! All All right, that was wonderful. That's our friends from the Oxdock Theater's new production of Nunsense. It's going to be June 26th through the 29th. Yes, June 26th to July 26th. I'm sorry. And thanks, guys. It was fun.
Thank you.
We'll be back in a couple of seconds in the Morning Brew with our friends from the Rail Yards.